Welcome back to the Green Beans Go channel. It's your host, me, and we are here again to do another draft blind ranking. My friend sent me another PowerPoint, and this time he left out the offensive lineman. And I cannot thank him enough because that was ridiculous that he was having me blind rank offensive linemen. This is the 2016 draft, so we will go ahead and get into it. If you have never watched one of these videos, there are going to be 10 players that show up in a random order. My job is to rank them 1 to 10 in terms of their Hall of Fame resume as it stands right now. But first, I'm going to change this because it's absolutely driving me nuts. So we're going to fix that. And we're not going to start the video over because there's only so much bandwidth on the earth and I don't want to increase my carbon footprint. So let's get into it, shall we? 2016 NFL Draft. We start off with Carson Wentz. Hard to put a number on Carson Wentz, but that's the game, right? This is a Super Bowl winner. Has a ring, which in a lot of people's rankings matters a lot. Do I think Carson Wentz will be a Hall of Famer? No. I do not think Carson Wentz will ultimately be a Hall of Famer, but I think he had a above average NFL career. I'm going to put him at 6. No, 5. I'm going to put him at 5, which is crazy because, like I said, this guy has... Does this guy have a ring? Am I mixing him up with Nick Foles? Has Carson Wentz won a Super Bowl? Has Carson Wentz won a Super Bowl? Yes, one. Okay. Good heavens, guys. It's late. It's 9:06 p.m. Are you kidding me? It's way past my bedtime, but I was feeling it. I was feeling like making this little video, so here we are. Okay, Joey Bosa. Now, I'm not saying that Joey Bosa is not problematic. I think there are some things within Joey Bosa's heart that he needs to come to terms with. I think if if they made a team of just Proud Boys, there's a chance Joey Bosa would be captain. But that's not what I'm not ranking them on their political affiliation. And for that reason, I'm going to put Joey Bosa at 2 because again, this is a guy who is he as good as his brother? Is Nick as good as him, or is he as good as Nick? I don't know. If there was a draft, I'd take both of them. I digress. I didn't see number 4, so don't call me a cheater when it pops up. Michael Thomas. I feel bad for Michael Thomas, and I believed in Michael Thomas. I believed in him heavily. I thought he could be a top 20 wide receiver of all time at one point in time. He and Drew Brees had something special, and we saw an injury happen with Michael Thomas and then a fall off a cliff. Carson Wentz, I think, has a better Hall of Fame resume than Michael Thomas, and because of Michael Thomas's last few years, I don't think he is that special, and his Hall of Fame resume is going to suffer because of it. I'm going to put him at 8, which feels low even when I say that, but I'm going to put him at 8. And we're going to move on to whoever the 4th guy is on this list, Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott, I think, will be in the Hall of Fame, and I believe he will win a Super Bowl before it's all said and done, and potentially an MVP. I believe in Dak Prescott, and I think it's his year. But when you think about quarterbacks for the Cowboys, Dak Prescott has to climb up a rather tall ladder with a lot of rungs of very influential and accomplished guys. So I'm going to put him at 3. And again, I realize that the last 2 videos I've made, I've left the one spot open. And one time it worked out with Aaron Donald, and the other time it cost me with Marcus Mariota coming in at the number 1 spot of whatever draft was last year. So we'll put Dak there, but I am looking for that 1 spot before it's too late. DeForest Buckner, again, if I had to make one request, we got rid of offensive linemen. That is a step in the right direction. Let's get rid of defense too, because it's so hard to compare. Where's the needle? It'd be great if we could do like just all one position, maybe over the course of a few drafts. Anyway, DeForest Buckner is probably better than Carr has I don't know. I don't, guys, I don't study defensive players. I mean, when you think about the context of what a casual to, above average in NFL fan is going to do, they're going to play fantasy football. And fantasy football is offense only. I tried to implement individual defensive players in my league, and nobody was having it. So you know what? Blame Nib, not me. I don't know how good DeForest Buckner is. It's a name I recognize. I'm going to put him at 7 because that could be wrong. But if he's not one of like 10 guys, it's hard for me to gauge where defenders go on this list. So deal with it. Ezekiel Elliott. Again, a guy who was phenomenal, was fantastic, and then Tony Pollard comes in, steals a stunner, he leaves, Tony Pollard leaves, and now he comes back. I realize I said he there for both Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott, and it may have confused you. The point still stands that Ezekiel Elliott is back on the Cowboys, and he may not be done. And I don't know, this is tough, because if I have to put Hall of Fame resume, Ezekiel Elliott or Carson Wentz, I think I put Ezekiel Elliott above Carson Wentz, but I want to put him at 6. But because I put Wentz at 5, I'm going to have to, then that means okay, psychologically speaking, my friend did not put a bunch of scrubs at the end. So I'm screwed if I put him at 4. But I don't want to Ezekiel Elliott has had a better career, pound for pound, than Carson Wentz, I think. We're going to go with it, okay? And we're going to hope that it works out. Jared Goff, tough. See, this is where if I didn't do that, if I would have put Ezekiel Elliott at 6, like I said, then I could have put Goff at 4, and it would have been probably fine. Dak, Goff, and Wentz is a pretty good order. But now we have to put them. Do we? Can we put Goff at 1? Can we put Jared? I don't think we can put Jared Goff at 1. I don't. So we're gonna put him at 6, and I realize that it's messed up. It's screwed up now, and let's just. Okay, Jalen Ramsey, again, a guy who, where'd he go? I think he's had a better career than Michael Thomas and maybe DeForest Buckner, but we've already screwed it up. This draft class was loaded. Why did no one warn me before I made this video? 2 guys left. We need a Hall of Fame first ballot, and we need a guy that won't even be considered. Okay, you know what? I think we did it. I think it is going to be hard for the last guy in this list to have a better resume than Tyreek Hill. So Tyreek Hill is number 1 on this list. We'll talk about it at the end. Let's just see. Let's just make sure. Derrick Henry. This draft class was disgusting. I mean, oh boy. Okay, let's put it here, then let's talk. Because Derrick Henry is not 10. I think Tyreek Hill at 1 is fine. But bottom line, one of the most versatile, unique receivers in the league, and has the ability to bring something to an offense that I literally mean this, no other player has. So fine, keep him at 1. Joey Bosa, I think, deserves conversation for a top 5 spot, as does probably Derrick Henry and Dak, and maybe Goff. Okay, so if I was redoing this list, I would put Tyreek Hill at 1. We got that correct. In terms of Hall of Fame resume, I genuinely think we would have to go with Derrick Henry at 2 as of now, and what I expect him to do in Baltimore, but I know that shouldn't be in consideration. Number 3, I believe, should be probably Joey Bosa, unless I'm confusing him with Nick Bosa, but I don't think I am. And then I'm going to put Dak at 4, Goff at 5, DeForest Buckner at 6. No. Oh my gosh. Ezekiel Elliott at 7? No, Jalen. Oh, I'm going to end the video right now. You guys let me know in the comments what the order is, because I'm perplexed. This is a difficult. It's so hard to compare the meter stick when we're judging different things, defense and offense. So I'm going to let you guys finish this. Put it in the comments. Give me your order, 1 to 10, because I can't do it, and I'm done. I'm done trying, and we're over 10 minutes, okay? So college football starts this week. NFL is coming in 2 weeks. I couldn't be more pumped. We're going to take Green Beans Go to the stratosphere. Be well, and we'll see you next time.